Yellowstone, just doing a little recce up here this afternoon. Feels like quite a different park to the Tetons. Very beautiful. Just driven up from that way. This is a place called Lewis Falls, still in Yellowstone. Pretty impressive. So we are leaving Flagg Ranch in the Grand Tetons, and we are heading into Yellowstone for 3 nights. We already took a little sneak peek up here yesterday afternoon. It looks very impressive. It's a huge lake up here. I think there's one called the Lewis Lake and one called the Yellowstone Lake. I'm not sure which, but they feed this river, the Snake River, and it meanders all the way down here. Must be impressive when the snow is melting. When I was horse riding yesterday, we crossed a river that was up to the belly of the horse, and the guide Jesse said that when the snow's melting it would be way over our heads. Bit of a queue to get into Yellowstone, but yesterday the queue was much longer. We've only had a 10-minute wait today. Yesterday was 20 to 30 minutes. This is where you've got to pay, but we've got our annual pass. Very impressive river running down through there. Looks very dramatic with the sandstone cliffs on either side. Sort of how you'd imagine Yellowstone to look. Just need a big elk or moose grazing in there to complete the picture. Beautiful plains. Lewis Lake. It is a massive lake, although it is not very deep. I think it's 315 feet deep, so it's not like Taupo. Yesterday when we drove up here there were whitecaps on it. It was a super windy afternoon. It's looking a bit more tranquil today. We're on the Continental Divide at 7,900 feet. That is over a mile above sea level. 3 miles out from our campground, which is at the top. I think we're at like 8,500 feet. Quite high elevation. Heading to Grant Village campground, pretty extensive campground. We checked it out yesterday.
Right on road.
7,700 feet. Site that we're going into here at Grant Village up in Yellowstone is dry camping. There's no facilities, so we'll be using our solar panels, and we've just had to fill up with water, and we're just getting diesel while we're here. And then we've got a pretty tight campground to navigate through, so we've taken the car off the back, and I'm just going to follow him in after he's got diesel. We didn't realise that this campsite had no facilities. It doesn't really matter. We're in here for 3 days, and we can easily do that with our water and gas, and we can run our generator at certain times of the day, so it's no hardship with the two of us on board. But it would have been good for us to have done a bit more research and known it was a dry camp. Doesn't matter. Beautiful day. And when we get set up in the camp, then we'll head off into Yellowstone and do a bit of exploring. The precision driving that has to be done to get into some of these campsites. This is the biggest size coach you can have in this site. It's a bit of a tight squeeze. Campsite is just up through there. And just down here, it's a very large lake. We've had a few little spits of rain just now, and it looks pretty wet over on that range. I must catch my husband up, he has the bear spray. Right down at the lake edge. Honey said if a bear comes, we must get in the water and swim, but it looks a bit cold to me. I think I'd take my chances with the bear. Very pretty little place. Now here the water is green, like cow-ow.
Anything else?